You're still looking good.
I'm still feeling good. You know, I've got all your MyPillow products. Mattress topper, bed sheets, MyPillows, towels, slippers, blankets, sleepwear, dog beds.
Whoa, Charles. Everyone now can get MyPillow products at huge discounts at MyPillow.com. That's right. Now's the time to go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to take advantage of our 3-in-1 sale. We're bringing you exciting new products, overstock specials, and closeout deals you won't find anywhere else. For example, when you buy one of our brand new MyPillow 2.0s, you get another one absolutely free. And with our overstock sale, you save 50% on our luxurious Giza Dream bed sheets. That's as low as $29.99 for the best sheets ever. And with our biggest closeout special, you get our all-season slippers for only $35. Or our sandals and slides for just $25. Quantities are limited, and once they're gone, they're gone. My Towels solved a problem that we've all had with towels. You go into the stores and they feel lotiony and soft, but then you get them home and they wind dry you. That's why I made My Towels. They actually work, they're soft, and they absorb. And now I'm excited to announce 2 brand new lines of My Towels. What makes them the best towels ever is they're now made with 100% long staple Shapir cotton. This is a combed ring spun cotton that makes My Towels even softer and more absorbent than ever. And now you get a 6-piece set for an amazing introductory sale price as low as $29.98. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to get My Towels for only $29.98. Or you can get my designer premium line for just $20 more. Either way, you save 50% now on all My Towels. They actually work. What a concept. This offer won't last long, so please order now.
MyPillow.com.
CVS is removing popular decongestants from its shelves after the FDA said one of their ingredients simply does not work. CVS is pulling cold medications that contain phenylephrine from its stores. According to the FDA advisory panel, the substance, when taken orally, is no better than a placebo. So popular cold drugs like Sudafed, Tylenol cold and flu, Vicks Sinex, and more are all getting removed from CVS shelves. Now, the move is mainly shocking because these drugs have been around for decades. Sudafed PM normally brings in $1.8 billion in sales annually, according to reports. Now, it's worth noting that the FDA is not asking pharmacies to remove the drugs from its shelves as of right now. And so far, CVS is the only pharmacy currently doing so. So that hasn't stopped any lawsuits from being filed, however. Just days after the FDA released its findings, Johnson & Johnson and Procter & Gamble were both slapped with a class action lawsuit. The proposed lawsuit, which was filed in Florida, accuses the companies of knowing that phenylephrine was useless back in 2018. The lawsuit claims the drug makers falsely promoted these products to consumers. Now, joining us to discuss all of this is Dr. Mark Sherwood. Dr. Sherwood is a naturopathic doctor. He's also an author and hosts a podcast with his wife where they go over tips about getting healthier, which I love. It's available on Sherwood.tv. So, Dr. Sherwood, I was a little bit surprised because I'll be honest, I have Sinex in my cabinet. I think Benadryl works great, and you know, Tylenol cold and flu. Was it just the power of suggestion in my mind? What do you make of the FDA's findings and the decision now of CVS to pull these products off the shelves?
Hey, Emerald, thank you for having me again, by the way. You know, I began to look at that whole news release on that, and it's interesting to me on if it did work, why did it take them so long to find out it didn't work? I think that's a fair question. Wasn't there studies to show it did work before they put it out there? Apparently not. They did say in this particular analysis that the oral variety was the one that didn't work, but the intranasal, for example, did. And they didn't say, you know, like you correctly said, pull it off the shelf, but CVS did indeed, because they said it didn't work. And again, I think the second thing that I took away from it is if it does work and they now say it doesn't work, then what are people going to go to? And again, it's probably going to be behind the counter drugs rather than over the counter drugs, which means the money goes to different plots.
So in essence, this is actually good news for Big Pharma, because that's my question. Look, we're all skeptical now after COVID, right? They lied to us so much. They continue to lie to us. So when I saw this, my first question really was, because I mean, I've tried these products. I have used them. I don't love using any kind of medications. You know me. You know I'm more of a naturopath myself, but sometimes you have to. I wondered, what is in it for Big Pharma?
Well, I did too. And I thought to myself, okay, you have these committees that all of a sudden gather together. And what are they looking at? I never did determine, and I never did read what they looked at to determine it didn't work. And if you were doing studies right now, random double-blind, placebo-controlled studies, and found that it didn't work, back to the first statement, why weren't those done before the drug was even put out? Those questions need to be asked, because those are critical to this whole idea. And I think, like you, if you're not using them, then what are you going to use? Because the idea of these antihistamines are going to be around because there's such a thing as allergies. There are. And obviously, the phenylephrine is a known vasoconstrictor, which would sort of tighten up those patches and allow better drainage. So, I think the jury is out on probably what will happen next with this one.
Now that CVS is choosing to do this voluntarily, not being forced to do so as of yet, do you expect other pharmacies to follow suit? And would you recommend that people, look, I have terrible seasonal allergies. It's spring and fall, and I was always that kid, and now I'm that person, and my producers know that we have this little signal to take me off camera if I'm having an allergy fit while we're doing the show. But I mean, should people stock up on this? I don't know what would we do instead?
Well, there's a couple of natural things that we should be considering. One is the good old-fashioned vitamin C. A person can take that either on a regular basis or perhaps seasonal. I recommend at least 500 milligrams a couple of times a day, or more if you can tolerate it, certainly during times of seasonal allergic flares. Other known antihistamines would be quercetin, hesperidin, and rutin. And a lot of formulas out there today have all four of those things, which are kind of cool. They're not hard to get. And those would be things that people can use all the time to sort of keep the antihistamine down. And obviously, to get too much histamine buildup, there's actually an enzyme that people can buy called diamine oxidase, shortened abbreviation DAO. And you can also get that as well. And all of those work extremely well.
You know what? That's very interesting. I actually didn't know that quercetin acted as an antihistamine. I have lots of that in my cabinet, so I'm going to give that a go, because it is better. I do prefer something that is more the natural way to go always, and that's usually what we're talking about with you, Dr. Sherwood, because you're so good about helping people choose that path. But we appreciate you today. We asked you to look into this. You did this for us. We're so thankful that you did so, Dr. Mark Sherwood. And I would encourage our audience to also go check out you and your lovely wife's podcast as well. Thank you so much.
Well, you're too kind. Thanks for having me, Emerald. I appreciate it.
All right, that's it for us today. Join us back here tomorrow for more Absolute Truth.